The producers of this radio show would like to express that they in no manner wish to support or condone the words and phrases, such as, ass, booty, yo bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis, which are used in this radio show. However, in an effort to maintain accuracy and journalistic integrity, words and phrases such as, ass, booty, yo bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis are necessary. But rest assured, these words and phrases, such as ass, booty, bitch, the mayor is a dickhead, and big butt women in tiny bikinis, will not be used without warrant, or in any gratuitous manner. The producers would also like you to know that all characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and mature themes, and due to its content it should not be listened to by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
Perfect! Hi, this is the Ops radio show on Co-op Radio, 100.5 CFRO on your FM dial. We'd like to give a land acknowledgement of the Coast Salish Nations. Haichka Siam, Haichka.
Overdose Prevention Society. A place where you can overdose safely. If you're overdosing, lying panicked on the floor, don't worry, some of us have also overdosed before. Take a big deep breath. The ambulance is on its way. No need to panic just cause you can't breathe. We got Narcan kits and they're handing them out for free. OD, OD, OD. Overdose Prevention Society.
Hey, what's up? It's ACAB Day here at Co-op Radio. If you want to call in and talk about the cops, 604-684-7561. We're kind of here with Smokey and Trey.
Smokey's sleeping in his milkshake right now.
We're not supposed to. No one tell Kim that Smokey's got a milkshake in here. We're in some seriously hot shit. So, yeah, aside from the cops being assholes, you know, what else is, what do you want to, Trey, you were saying some stuff.
I want to talk, since it's like, you know, essentially ACAB Day, 13/12, I want to talk about how much the VPD sucks.
Oh, do they ever?
They suck. Anyway, I was pretty choked about, like, you know, the current events in the news about the VPD releasing a statement that don't buy from the downtown Eastside street market, that if you buy from the downtown Eastside street market, you're being complicit in the cycle of crime, and that, you know, they spent how much time, a 6-month investigation on the downtown Eastside street market to find out that there's stolen goods in there. And it's just, it really hit a nerve with me, you know.
Oh, absolutely. They're fucking, like, leave people alone, you know. Who are they even hurting?
There's so many things wrong with that press release, in the sense that, like, there's a lot of people within the downtown Eastside street market who don't sell stolen property.
In fact, the majority.
Yeah, and, like, so if you don't know what the downtown Eastside street market, let me give you a little background on it. It was created by Vandu, the Vancouver Area Network of Drug Users, in the city of Vancouver to alleviate sidewalk sales within the downtown Eastside. So people, drug users specifically, will find things that they can refurbish, pulled out of dumpsters or abandoned on free corners within the suburbs, or various things, various means and ways in getting them, and sell them on a blanket for a couple dollars to get what they need.
Yeah, one person's trash is another person's not trash. Just leave them alone, right?
That's right. And so, I mean, like, you know, it just opened a big can of worms. And it wasn't fair for them to profile the downtown Eastside street market like that.
Absolutely not.
And the fact that it's like a full 6-month investigation with high-tech technology, you guys couldn't have just walked down the street and seen that stolen goods are sold there? Like, really? You guys wait like 6 months of like taxpayers' money doing some high-tech investigation on that? Like, I don't know. And I'll say too, like, from the other end, I am a former booster. Like, I fully had like a really like high heroin habit at one point, and boosting was my main source of income. So I would go into like stores like the Bay and Holt Renfrew and shit and steal stuff. And there's like a whole buyer's market on that sidewalk that lowball you for the shit that you stole. And if you don't want to pay me my asking price for the shit that I stole, why don't you go steal it yourself?
Well, the other thing is, I'm just like, it's not, just because it's visible doesn't mean the upper classes aren't doing it too, you know? And I'm just like, they're buying stolen shit. In fact, they come down here and buy stolen shit. If there wasn't a demand for it, there wouldn't be a supply. So I'm like, why don't you fucking assholes look at yourselves, and instead of blaming poor people, you know, take some responsibility for a market you create as well.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we got Smokey's here, but
he's just drawing in his milkshake. But what I want to say though is that, you know, that buying stolen property in the downtown east side is part of our heritage.
That is true.
Like, it is part of our heritage, and it's what makes this neighborhood cool, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people would disagree with that, but I think it's awesome. And if you look back at the history of this neighborhood, there was an article written in February 1st, 1955 in Maclean's Journal called The Dope Craze That Is Sweeping Vancouver. You can look it up on Google.
Mm-hmm. Elaborate.
The corner that this radio station is actually positioned on, Columbia and East Hastings, was named the most nefarious corner in all of North America in 1955.
Perfect.
So, if you think about it, that's pretty much part of our heritage now. That, stolen property is bought and sold within this neighborhood, and it's been going on that way for over 65 plus years.
Perfect. Yeah, well, not only that, I'm just like, where else are you going to get the things you need?
Exactly.
I'm just like, you got to get it somewhere.
I got to check on that. Smokey.
I'm just like, he's still breathing. We might have to do an OD response.
Let's go to the next song.
We're going to play some more music about the police. This is Police Bastard by Doom. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. So you're back on there with Trey and Eris and Smokey, who is breathing heavily into the mic.
We just had some technical difficulties there.
We're constantly having technical difficulties. So if you want to call in and tell us how much you don't like the cops or how much you don't like us, that's 604-684-7561. And I was thinking over the thing, I'm just like, okay, so you go steal, $100 worth of shit from a whole Renfrew. But I'm like, how much does whole Renfrew steal from the fucking factory workers that don't pay any money?
Exactly.
And I'm just like, who's a real criminal?
That's right.
Smokey, are you okay? Wake up. We need one of these buttons to, electroshock.
I'm going to put him in the recovery position. I think that's the smart thing to do.
I don't want to see him choke. We're going to play some more music, but we still hate the cops. This is Police Repression by Sect, live on Co-op Radio. Hopefully, yeah, fuck the cops. Okay, well, I don't know why the AGM message that's outdated. Co-op really needs to fix their PSAs.
You sure do.
We want to talk more about Melissa Genova. Melissa Genova.
Melissa Genova, you are fucking, like, your voice is like nails to the chalkboard.
We're surprised you can talk. You've got so many boots in your mouth.
She was the main city councilor on that news release saying, you know, I think this really might be the end of the downtown Eastside street market. He's like, that VPD boot is so far down her fucking throat.
Well, I'm like, even if you shut the fucking thing down, everyone's just going to start selling things all over and everywhere else. Unless you deal with the problem, which is poverty. Smokey, are you okay?
That's right.
I'm just like, the problem, dealing with the problem is not fucking taking everyone's shit away, so they just have to go get more. And Mike, if you take a booster's shit away, he's just gonna go steal more. And then what? You know, I'm like,
and there's one more thing. There's like, okay, there's so many like things that are wrong with this. There's one more thing here that Sarah Blythe, the executive director and ops runner, brought up, is that a lot of the stuff that the VPD took that they claim is stolen property is a percentage of that is probably giveaway items that people came down to the downtown east side to give to homeless people that they decided to resell in the box.
that's true. Yeah, exactly.
Like, a large percentage of that is probably not even stolen shit at all.
I imagine the vast majority of it is not stolen, and I imagine it's just another excuse to brutalize poor people because the police are a bunch of dickheads. And that's all they want to do. Again, I'm just like, stolen goods are sold all over the place. It's just like, you know, people down here don't have access to the internet, so they can't use Craigslist or fucking whatever. And then just because they're selling it on the street, it seems less legitimate. But that's a crock. I'm like, tons of stolen shit are sold on all kinds of platforms. So the VPD need to get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
I don't think they're really doing much anyway.
Nope.
Honestly, like, I've had a VPD officer say to me, I had him say, oh, you work at ops, right? Well, if you ever called 911 and called the VPD for an emergency, we would make sure we took our sweet time.
Yeah, not like they do anything besides show up and shoot your dog anyway.
Pretty
Have
much.
sex with your dog. Can't say that on the air. Primetime television or whatever. But I'm like, the reason poverty, you know, is so menacing is because it's criminalized. And it's ironic the city has that whole fucking decriminalized poverty. That's not the most obnoxious series of statements. Decriminalized poverty, fucking community of practice. I'm like, here's an idea. Don't fund the police $365 million. That's $1 million a day. For those of you that don't know how long a year is.
For real. For real.
Yeah, I'm just like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, it costs $650,000 to build a self-contained unit of social housing. But I'm like, you can afford to fund the fucking cops? You know, $365 million? I'm also like, if you defunded the police... Oh, my God, Smokey. If you defunded the police by $100 million, you could build like 131 units of social housing a year.
He's still breathing. He's fine.
Oh, Lord. We're going to get the show kicked off the freaking air. Yeah, but I'm just like, what do you do? Invest in social programs and fucking keeping people well. I'm like, people, you know, I'm like, there are people that get the rush from stealing or whatever, but there's a lot of it that's just survival. And I'm like, if you are, you know, giving people the means to survive, they aren't going to have to fucking steal anything. Why are you blaming them for just surviving? That's mean, man.
Yeah,
you know?
For real.
Okay, well, we're going to play some more music, and hopefully this message will play from our sponsors about the AGM that already happened. I think it's just because I had this computer on mute.
Mute.
Hey, what's good? We're back. So... we just did another free drug giveaway. They just announced the OD numbers for October. But
206.
Was it 206?
It's like 206.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought it was 201, but
Yeah, that might be right.
regardless, I'm like, it's fucked up. There's too many dead people, right, Smokey? And we fucking snap decision, so the numbers come out, and then Jeremy's like, oh, we should give out drugs. And we were going to go to Vandu's board meeting and be like, we can't keep giving out drugs because it's, there's a lot of pomp and circumstance, you know? But, so the point is, Turns out you don't need all the pomp and circumstance to just give people some drugs. So we snapped decision, go to Vandu's board meeting. We're like, numbers came out. We were going to give out drugs. So we gave away 3.5 grams of pure crystal meth, 3.5 grams of pure cocaine, and 3.5 grams of heroin with a cut of 50% diacetylmorphine, 25% 6-monoacetylmorphine, 25% caffeine. But people loved it. Yeah, that certainly wasn't putting people to bed. So, point is, I think anytime these numbers come out, and I haven't talked to Vandu yet, so, don't trust me until next episode after I've talked to them. But I think anytime the numbers come out, we should do a giveaway to Vandu membership. And
how do you become a Vandu member?
You just go to Vandu and you sign up. They have a little form you fill out. And basically, I'm pretty sure it's like I've used drugs or I'm a current drug user. The only qualification is that you've used drugs. And we're not talking weed here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for real.
But it's pretty easy. Just go there and sign up. And then I think...
Does it cost anything?
No, it's free.
It's free.
It's free, and then the drugs are free. So,
ooh, what a good deal.
If you pay attention to when these numbers come out, now I feel like it's this, like, morbid, fucked up thing where I'm like, watch the numbers for the free drugs.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what it should become. I'll dress up like the Grim Reaper.
Well, there's a lot of really sad, morbid things that happen in this neighborhood. Like, Mondays at Ops have become Memorial Mondays. They're now themed because so many people keep dying from this toxic drug supply.
That's fucked up, man.
It's like, look, Monday, hey, it's a memorial, 3 o'clock on the Ops property.
Well, I'm just like, and that's the thing about the drugs DULF has given out, and even on that day, we gave them out to the drugs subcommittee. Like, it's like drug users who want really good, safe supply or something. And nobody OD'd, not fatally or, like nobody went through an overdose, either one that was like lethal or otherwise, so... The thing is, if you give people drugs with a predictable content, generally they won't, do them to the point they are totally incapacitated and fucking dying.
Yeah.
So anyway, the government of Canada won't fucking answer us still, and we're still waiting for a Section 56 exemption. Initially, we were thinking about running a micro pilot version of this project, but I think at the end of the day, what we're going to have to do is... just keep giving them the free drugs. And I feel like the milestone of, death, as fucked up as it is like an important thing to be like, we have the answer right here, just let us do it. Because really what we're asking for is to just, like, regulate, be a consumer protection institution. Because all the FTIR shit's all fucked up. Let me tell you something. I got
Please tell me.
A Xanax bar tested the other day at Insight, and it tested... fentanyl positive, then fentanyl negative, then fentanyl negative. And the dude was just like, I think my strips are all fucked up. But I'm like, you're the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, and I went home and I did them I was like, I'll take my chances with that. Maybe the first one was just bunk. But I'm like,
yeah.
These are the kinds of, like, FTIR testing and shit. Like, all these interventions don't work. And if people just knew precisely what they were getting, they'd be a lot safer than, what we got right now, which is a bunch of bullshit.
I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, what do you think if you could get, like, clean heroin, meth, or cocaine, and you knew what you were getting? And they said, what if I still want fentanyl?
Well, they should be able to get that, too. The problem is just you should be able to know how strong the fentanyl is.
Yeah, it should be regulated.
I just think it's like volatility. If one day you're doing 5% and the next day it's 60%, like, you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, with regulation, or at least labeling, that's all DULF is asking to do, is just label the fucking drugs properly.
Yeah.
So that anything that is DULF branded, that maybe it's 60% heroin, maybe it's 20% heroin, maybe it's like heroin, fentanyl benzo split, but at least what's in there. Because so many times people I know go and shoot fent or fucking whatever, thinking it doesn't have benzos in it, and then they OD and they're pissing their pants on the floor.
It's 50-50. That's the reality. You're either going to get benzo fent or normal fent, but it's like, it's so unregulated and fucked up that it's 50-50.
Well, that's the whole thing. I'm just like, just regulate the market. If you regulate the market, people stop dying. And it doesn't matter how you do it. But what certainly isn't going to work if you have to go to some fucking doctor that you have to see, constantly, or go to some clinic every day to get a drug you don't even want.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many regulatory barriers with medicalizing it. I'm just like, you got to throw that idea out the window. Is that necessary for some people, but not for the general public and not for the majority of people that use drugs? Just let them go and buy really cheap drugs that they want from one place,
Yeah.
And DULF's goal is to try and sort out the market so that, you aren't getting this volatile, nonsensical supply of drugs. Anyway, the government doesn't care, so we're going to have to them. And, I'm not saying anything, but we might have to, And next up, we got KRS-One with That's the Sound of the Police on ACAB Day. If you want to call in and talk about your opinions about stuff and things.
Or experiences with the police.
Yeah, or your experiences with the police. 604-684-7561 to go on the air. Thanks for tuning in today. And you're back on ACAB Day with Trey and Eris and one half of Smokey Devil, the physical half.
He's doing a nap right now.
Power nap. 1 hour power nap in co-op radio. So, what were we just talking about? Benzo-dope being all fucked up, and that the longer you have a prohibitionist market, the more people are going to want fucking crazier drugs. That's some shit, man.
Yeah, and the benzo-dope is also fucked up. Like, the whole, if someone wanted to take a break or was thinking about kicking it and going to detox or recovery, it's made detox admittance extremely complicated. Because now you're wired on benzos, and you need to have a heavy-duty, medical facility detox kind of situation.
Do you know people that are getting the, seizures and shit from withdrawal?
Well, that's the thing, is, when you're wired on benzos and you kick it, it's deadly consequences.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, though. Do you know people in the hood that are getting, fucking really heavy withdrawal symptoms from not being able to get enough?
I see so much fucked up shit I couldn't differentiate if it was just someone fucking being them normal selves or if it was a benzo side effect, honestly.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I know what that's like, man. It's like with COVID, too. I feel like when everyone initially got COVID the first time, when it hit the fucking hood, it was like, everyone was like, I'm just dope sick. That's how I felt,
Yeah.
I was like, this is the worst fucking, I must have done too many drugs or something because I feel awful. And then I was on my third day, and I was like, it's probably fucking COVID. The shakes, sweats, fucking bones feel like they're going to burn through your body kind of shit.
What was happening with a lot of COVID stuff within the downtown Eastside was I'd find people from ops, participants that were using the site, would end up getting some sort of massive infection from not being clean or not cleaning their surface of skin area when they were shooting up, or having toxic drugs with unknown buffing agents in it, like pig dewormer, drywall dust, cement dust. And they'd get this infection within their bloodstream, like endocarditis, and then they go to the hospital, and then they'd find out in the hospital that they had COVID at the same time. That was a regular occurrence. It's all of a sudden they get there for some serious infection and find out, hey, I'm actually COVID positive as well.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it was super messed up.
I'm also just God, the fact that shit's in drugs is just so dark. Could you imagine just how healthy everyone would be if they weren't shooting fucking lead paint?
For real.
I'm just my guys in government who I think, anyway, so, we're talking about you, Melissa DiGenova.
Melissa DiGenova, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Melissa DiGenova.
Fuck you.
Anyway, but I'm everyone down here would be so much healthier, cheap, clean drugs, you want to fix the downtown East Side. You don't shut down the street market. You get everyone cheap, clean, fucking free drugs. And it's everyone talks about housing first. Blah, 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 housing first, Rain City, you fucking... Anyway, but I'm saying drugs first. Get people drugs first, and you'll fix the problem.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play some more songs about the police since no one called in on ACAB Day.
Let's play F with the Law by DK.
I was going to play Police Truck.
Oh, do Police Truck. Police Truck's a better choice.
Here we go. Police Truck by the Dead Kennedys.
Nice.